Not counting gang violence. Great. Counting gang violence. Great.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying? He just ran in. And now he's right there.
You're not counting gang violence. Great.
Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about what just happened today. Today is what, the 14th? The 10th. Hey, Jesus Christ. I want to talk about what has happened today. Number one, I want you to understand this. Every death is tragic. Whether it's in natural means, or somebody's life is taken, or somebody's discriminated upon, or the system works against them, all that is bad. Nothing about anybody dying before their time is good, or somebody dying because of somebody's neglect, or somebody being murdered. Death is just death. It's tragic for the families, it's tragic for the people in the community, it's tragic in every way. There's nothing to celebrate about anybody's death, and nothing justifies it anyway. I don't care what anybody's ideology is, death is tragic, period. Now, but there is something underlined here that I want to use and speak about, and I want you to pay attention before we go into what I'm about to teach. It doesn't mean because somebody's death is televised more than the other. Let me say it this way. Just because somebody's death is televised more than the other, it doesn't mean that the other person who was not heard about, or their death wasn't televised, it doesn't mean their life meant less. In this world, God has given us a mission. Some have been given bigger platforms than others. That's why there's a great responsibility that comes with whatever platform God gives you. Those with big platforms, sometimes we fail, sometimes we get it right, but a platform comes with a huge responsibility. But also, whatever happens to somebody with a platform will affect more people than somebody who had no platform. Because based on how much exposure you have, what you do will affect more people. It's just what happens. But there is something that I want to help somebody that is confused in this moment, and I believe this message will also help somebody. But I want to speak to whoever is watching this right now, especially those who are in America. Racism is terrible, but I guarantee you tribalism is worse. The devil always works in divide and conquer. That's always been his system and his style. He will try and divide you in every way that he can, because by dividing you, he conquers you. Now, I grew up in Kenya, and I was privileged to see the world very early because my father was a touring musician, so I got to see the world in many ways. I want you to know this. I have seen tribalism in action, and tribalism is terrible. Why? Because tribalism is rooted in ideology. You see, racism is about skin. It's terrible, don't get me wrong. I've been racially profiled before. It's happened to me, especially when me and my brother Christian came to America in 2005. It happened to me. I went to my hotel after a concert. Everybody else went out. I went back to my room, and at the desk they would not give me my key because they didn't believe that I could stay there. Then the manager came and technically went off on the woman who was at the counter, and she was a white woman, and she had to apologize. She thought that she would get fired, and I just kind of brushed it off and I went about my business. It's happened to me a few times. But here's the thing that you need to understand about tribalism. Tribalism is rooted in ideas and ideology. It's about clans and groups. It's much deeper than just the surface of your skin. When somebody becomes tribalistic, you can't even see when your own group of people is wrong. See, when it's on the skin, you can condemn, yeah, that one was uncalled for. But when you become tribalistic, you will justify why somebody else should be harmed. It's dangerous. When you look at Rwanda, they slaughtered each other, yet they're the same color. But because ideology was different, tribalism, they killed each other in the streets. Same thing happened in Kenya. Africans, we are the same color, but we destroy each other all the time because of tribalism. Tribalism is worse. It's a worse cancer. And that is what is happening in our country right now. We ran away from our nations to come here because this is where there was freedom to express your ideas. Now, I don't agree with everyone, but I don't want them to go out, especially not like that. You don't want that. But if we can celebrate that, you have to understand the seed that you're planting and the outcomes that you will start walking towards. You know, a lot of people praise the Middle East, like places like the Emirates and such countries. And, you know, you have to understand there you have no opinion. Their systems work because you can't express who you are. You don't have freedom to be whatever you want to be. If they find out, you're done. America, in my opinion, you may have a different opinion, but for me, America is one of the greatest nations on earth. That's why we came here, because of the aspect of freedom. We can disagree and it's fine. Where we came from, you disagree, people disappear. You don't see them anymore. This is the seed we are planting. It's terrible. It's dangerous, people. It's dangerous. I'm not saying discrimination is good, because discrimination is never good. It's terrible. But when people begin to be martyrs because of their beliefs, you just ignited the other side, even if you don't agree with them. Now, anyone can say what they want to say. In my opinion, this was an assassination, in my opinion, and I may be wrong, but I'm sure of this one. It was politically motivated. Now, let me just tell you something. Politics is all evil. No one is in office for you. Only Jesus is for you. If you're thinking somebody is going to come into office and they're going to defend you, fight for you, they may in other ways, and in other ways they'll destroy you, because the whole political system is rigged. That's just the truth. In politics, you don't vote for who is good, you vote for the lesser evil. That's just what it is. So if you're going to turn on your brother and your sister for political reasons, trust me, it's tribalism, because none of these people are for you. They are truly not for you. That is why when people campaign, they give all these promises, and then they get into office, they never deliver, because they are controlled by other people. While this was happening, there was a school being shot up in Colorado. So you see all this mess. It doesn't mean Charlie's death is more important than maybe the people who would have lost their life in the school. No, it's all terrible. Obviously, somebody's popularity will make something more. And even let's say Charlie's death wasn't political. Because of what he stood for, it becomes political. 100% becomes it. Even if that's not what it was. Let's say it was just a lunatic that did that. There's no winning in this. If you celebrate it that, oh, what he did is coming to him, man, you may be planting seeds. You know the Bible says don't celebrate your enemy's demise, eh? The Lord may turn it to you. This is truly a sad day because now there's kids who are left without a father. There's a wife who's left without a husband. It's all bad. Whether it's George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, the young lady in the train, it's all terrible. The thing that you have to ask yourself is, why aren't these people fixing this thing? It's been happening for a while. This has been happening for a while. Some public, some less public. But when something becomes public, it means that it has happened in the shadows for a while. Think about how his wife and kids will continue to see this. It's online now. The internet never goes away. 31 years old. I'm 38 and I'm starting to feel like that may be very, very old now. You know what I mean? It's not a